War, division of a neighbor, and comparative advantage lead to international trade. That's a final example. It takes several countries to build an aircraft from raw materials to assembly. It can form more efficient allocation of resources. China has a lot of foreign trade companies scale. That is not small. Income level is low. The ability of the company operator also not weak. Yet so far, all the companies trying to carry on exploration of own brand product development, but when business is still given up, easily contracted labor-intensive production model. Along with the development of science and technology, the rise of the e-commerce and impact and integration between the merchants and the customers no longer rely on face-to-face communication and physical commerce display. A trend reflects in the years since the large-scale import-export fair tendency fell. Companies' product positioning gradually shifted from scale to differentiation. Let's see how these Chinese trade companies works the previous years. The strategy is first, they use the no-cost strategy. In early development of the foreign trade companies to a large extent rely on abundant and cheap labor force in China. Many companies started by the OEM for intentionally renowned brands to achieve rapid development. However, in the 1990s, with the rapid development of the economy, the cost of employment became higher and higher, and the competitive advantage of these trade companies continued to decrease. Some companies expand from coastal cities to inland areas and surrounding developing countries. They not only enjoyed the various preferential policy of the government at the time, but also had full use cheaper labor and land resource in these areas, accumulating more profits for companies. The second is the mechanization level that has increased. The main driving force behind this change is rising labor cost in Chinese company. With the developing economy, China's labor costs have increased rapidly, which has gradually become a major burden for companies to move forward. This forces measures to change the labor intensity. In the past, most Chinese trade companies took forward in the coast-open cities and spent many years doing the cultivation, which consumed a lot of the manpower and material resources. However, the market changes still allow the companies to overcome various difficulties and break down the value chain in detail. First, the sales department of physical stores remain in coastal cities, and mainly because of large number of customers and broad distribution channels, and the company has many years of local market experience and can maintain a certain competitive advantage in the industry. And the second is to set up the core product research development centered around the sales market, because they are not only all.
Since China's accession to the World Trade Organization, the China-US trade exchange have become more frequent, and two countries have formed a mutual beneficial economy. China exports to China many low-end products such as daily necessaries, and US exports to China many high-end manufacturing such as transportation and equipment. How these factors influence Chinese trade companies and how the companies fix these problems, this is what we're going to talk about today. Thank you.